For a decade, us EA Skate fans have been begging EA for another installment in the Skate series, and a year ago at E3 we finally got the confirmation that that was going to happen. A year passed and we finally got our first bit of information in a small teaser. We didn't get much though, but we did get to see some skaters involved, some motion capture being done, and in my opinion the coolest thing, the community council. So you guys all probably saw some well-known faces and creators in there. People like SexySec, Garrett Jenner and Milky. And a lot more people that are all going to give their feedback and input on how to make the next Skate game an awesome game, which I think is amazing. This video is going to be my input and my feedback on how this could be a great game. So let's just jump into 50 things we need in the next Skate 4? Or maybe just called Skate? We don't really know at this point. And since we got 50 things to go over, this is going to be kind of a rapid fire video, but we got the categories in the description. We even got it on the timeline and on screen right here, so you can jump around to the points that might interest you the most. Number 1 is going to be the platforms. Skate 1, 2 and 3 were released on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Skated was released on Wii and the Nintendo DS, and I think also mobile. But we need the next Skate game to be released for PC. Just imagine the modding possibilities, and just most importantly being available to more people to play, because this is something a lot of people want to play when it comes out. And if it's possible, get it on the Nintendo Switch. The next category we're moving into is gameplay, and number 2 is more difficulties. Skate 3 is the only one of the previous Skate games to have difficulties having easy, normal and hardcore. I would love to see more difficulties, and as a realistic skater or just a skateboarder in real life, I've been skating for 15 years, I would definitely like a more extreme hardcore difficulty. Someone in my Discord suggested a big gap cooldown feature. I think that would be awesome, but most importantly not being magnetized into rails and ledges, because even though you're playing on hardcore, you can still kind of feel that a little bit. But let me know what you guys would think about that in the comment section down below, and let's just move on to number 3. Better transition skating. And I must admit, the transition skating in the EA Skate games aren't bad, but they could be a bit better and have more control over what you do, especially the stall tricks. A game I feel like have improved on that a bit is Skater XL, but I think the next Skate game could go even further than that. Number 4 is tweak your tricks. You can't really boned ollie or rocket ollie in Skate 3. I mean, you can hold a 5 or nose grind in the air, but it's not gonna look like a tweaked ollie like it would in Session or Skater XL. You could of course also do a nollie inward heel manual glitch, and then the next trick would be boned if it was an ollie or any of the straight flips, but still, it should just be like a normal option. Number 5, more control of finger flips. This takes me back to a Bam Margera challenge I did in Skate 3. I wanted to do the pop shove it, tail grab, and then shove it. You can't do a finger shove it from a tail grab, you can only do a finger flip. So I mean, you could do a pop shove it, tail grab, let go, and then do the late shove it, but still, it would be awesome if we had more control of the finger flips, being able to decide if we wanted to shove it, or heel, or kick flip spin it, maybe even do stuff like no scrap hard flips. Number 6, hold your tricks other than the straight flips. So we all know in the Skate series you can hold kick flips and heel flips in all stances up to a quadruple flip. But I think with the way other Skate games are evolving, like Session and Skater XL, we need to be able to hold other tricks. An example could be the varial flip, holding that into a 360 double flip, into a 540 triple flip, and so on. Maybe even holding just a 180 pop shove it, turning that into a slow pop shove 360. Or 360 pop shove it, I don't know why I said it like that, but you get what I mean, right? Number 7 is more new tricks. There had always been added more new tricks into the EA Skate games, but for the next one I think we all want to see some impossibles, some pressure flips maybe, forward flips, no comply flips, and that actually looks very promising with the motion capture we saw in the teaser of a backside 360 no comply. A lot of people want freestyle in there, but maybe keep that to Casper slides and Primo slides. Maybe even let's get some 1-foot grinds. I've always wanted to do that in the Skate games. Number 8, a progression system. And I guess this refers back to the extreme hardcore difficulty, but I just think it would be fun to start the game not really being able to do any tricks. You would slowly improve your pop by just simply ollieing and doing pop shove-its, and doing more pop shove-its would improve your scoop. Doing kick flips would improve your flick. Doing bigger and bigger stairs would improve your impact, but you can't just start out taking El Toro. You'd have to work your way up. Number 9 is board wear and tear, but I want to extend that with also breaking boards, because I think board wear and tear has been a thing in the past games. But a game like Session does this really well, so if you just had a fresh board and you only did tail slides, you would only slide the graphic off on your tail. In the end, maybe that could make that part of the board weaker, and doing a big gap, your tail would snap off. Number 10, we need more camera options. And once again, I'm referring to the game Session. You can kind of control left to right and how close you want your camera to be to the skater, but also just while skating, and this is the most important point here, you can choose from left to right side. I didn't know this was something I needed, but playing Session or Skater XL having this option and going back to the EA Skate games, it's really obvious. If you're doing lines with a front side and backside grind, you'd really want to be able to change sides, so I would like to see that in the next installment. Number 11 is sticking to rails more, and this is just from the fact that doing kinked rails in the skate series is not fun, because if you just go a tiny bit fast, you get a lot of air. Number 12 is add pinch to grind, so we want to actually pinch on the wheel for crooked grinds and just, smith grinds not being in the middle of the truck. We need that in a modern age skateboarding game. Number 13, and this is very tiny and nitpicky, but we need to fix the half push. Skater XL has done it. I think it's still a thing in Session, but yeah, we don't want to accidentally half push and not notice it because of the game camera. Record a clip and then see, oh my god, why did our skater just put his foot in front and then put it back on the board? You could cancel that in the old games by either doing like the grab input, but still, we would just need that out of the way, in my opinion. Number 14, we need more board slide options. We need to be able to lift and dip the nose and tail and not be sliding at a perfectly 90-degree angle. I guess this also goes for nose slides and tail slides and any of the grinds actually. Make them more personalized. Number 15 is the Skate 3 DLC replay editor, but with some improvements. And I'm actually referring to Session at this point because they're pretty alike. But in Session you have the option to roll the camera, which just makes fisheye clips look way more realistic. Number 16 is more cheats, and this is a suggestion from my Discord, but I thought we'd leave it in there, and someone said a cheat for being able to ride a scooter. We all know the cheats from Skate 3 having mini skaters in there. Really not the prettiest thing, but it was pretty fun to skate around with. So if they were going to add scooters, I think someone should just skip lunch that day and work on it in that time, and that's all the time you would spend getting scooters in the next skate game. That's just my opinion. I have nothing against if you like riding a scooter, but yeah, this is a skateboarding game. I think we can all agree on that. This is not to... I should just move on, right? Next category is customization. Number 17, we need more board sizes. And the same thing with wheels and trucks. We should be able to put tiny trucks on a big board, I think. It's all about personal customization. Number 18, more board shapes. I actually don't think this has been a thing yet. So yeah, old school boards, different stuff like that, the eggs, all of that. Get it in there. Number 19, we need more brands in the game. And yeah, with that, all is pretty much set. So let's just move on to number 20, more products in the game. We need to be able to customize our bearings, hardware, grip tape, bushings, rails, and so on. Number 21, and this is a very important and cool one in my opinion, is make your own style. We've seen with mods and Skater XL that you can control how your feet are when you're riding, when you're set up for tricks, or while you're in grinds and slides. I would really love to see that in the next skate game. Number 22, body customization. And yeah, we already kind of got this confirmed in the teaser, I think.
Like, I don't want to look like anybody else.
But being able to customize our height, our weight, maybe that impacts the taken impact part of the game. Add muscles, foot size, leg and arm length, and just basically be able to create our own itself to a very precise level. I don't know why I worded that weird, but let's just move on to the next category. The environment. And number 23 is we need a day and night cycle. And yeah, we'll kind of jump back to this one, but number 24 is bring back one big map. When you talk about your favorite map in an EA Skate game, I don't think anyone really says Skate 3. I mean, there's some fun spots here and there, but overall, the vibe of either Skate 2 or Skate 1 normally takes the cake. For me, it's Skate 1. I also think that's the biggest of the games, so yeah, let's just bring back one big awesome map. Number 25, and this is probably just me being European, being from Scandinavia here in Denmark, but I want some European vibes on the spots, and we've already seen that with Old Town, and I think New Old Town in Skate 2. And also San Vanelona is kind of a mix of San Francisco and Barcelona in the vibe style, so yeah. I would be very into that happening again, but I would also just mention some other cities. Copenhagen, the capital of my country, Denmark. Oslo, Malmö, Helsinki, Berlin, or London. And I actually think Berlin and London were maps in Skated, but I'm just talking about the vibe of the environment. Moving on to number 26 is more real life spots, and if you make them good enough, non-skaters who don't know the spots from real life, they can still enjoy the spot in the game. And us real life skaters who will recognize something will see what can be done here, maybe recreate what has already been done and just experiment around, and it's just a fun thing for everyone, I think. Number 27 is bring back skate stoppers and security guards. So this is also going back to the day and night cycle I mentioned a little earlier. Maybe you'd have to come back to a skate stop spot at night in order to take off the skate stoppers. Maybe during the day you would have to skate this handrail and you'd only have like 5 minutes at certain periods of time because that's when the guard shift was happening. Otherwise you would have to come back at night where maybe it's just one guard patrolling the area and you could kinda avoid him or just hide if he came close or something. I think that would be really awesome. I guess that's also kind of gameplay, isn't it? Number 28, we need rain. Or other weather, to be honest. Just first of all, I think it could be fun to do some power slides through some puddles, being able to slide longer and stuff like that, but it would also attract you to undercover spots, parking garages, maybe just entrances to big buildings that kind of have a little cover over a ledge or something like that. Let me know what you guys think about the environment category here in the comment section down below, but let's just move on to the next one called story. And number 29 is reboot of the Skate 1 story. You all know it, you start from nothing and you end up a legend. I kind of think that was the most interesting one of the Skate games. Skate 2 also being kind of cool, where you kind of lost it all and you have to fight your way back. But we don't know yet if this is going to be Skate 4 or just called Skate, but if it's just called Skate, I could see them just rebooting a Skate 1 kinda story. And number 30, this is going to be a very personal one, but not make the challenges so point-based. I would much rather build on the own a challenge and kill a challenge. Maybe add one more degree to that, so you would have to do something at a certain spot with a handrail, and the easy one, the hard one, and then the kill the challenge one. It would all be different tricks that would increase in difficulty, giving you more rewards when you complete the tougher ones. And if you played on extreme hardcore difficulty, this could be a real challenge, which I think a lot of us would enjoy. Number 31 is the Skate 1 styled mission introductions. What's better than finding Chris Cole in the wild and then seeing a in-game montage of some of the tricks he might do in real life? Well, also having him make us do something he would probably make us do in real life. I just think this aspect needs to be in the game. And at number 32, I've put down photo missions with Thrasher magazine, which I actually think is a thing in the earlier games, right? I don't know why I wrote that down, but yeah, we need it in the story. Number 33 is Street League. We've had Maloof Money Cup in the skate games in the past, but we need Street League now, right? That's the big thing. Some awesome courses, some nice contests, missions, challenges, whatever you want to call it. Number 34, bring back film challenges. I don't remember if these were also in Skate 2, but the ones I remember from Skate 1 were awesome. You would have to find a spot where the certain challenge might fit. So if that was to do 3 grabs in 30 seconds with 720-degree rotation in total, you would have to find a bowl or something. If you had to do a 20-meter grind and 3 flip tricks, you would have to find a spot for that. I just really like that. So please bring it back. Number 35, challenges focused on exploration. And this one comes from my buddy Cringer, who says just like play some random encounters like in Red Dead Redemption 2. It would really make the player want to explore. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's a really cool thing. Number 36 is film a video part, and you kind of did this in Skate 1, right? In the end, you filmed the video part for the skate shop and you had last part, but we all really wanted to see the part because we were out there completing the film challenges. So maybe expand on that in a modern age skate game. The film challenges, you would actually have to put up the camera or follow yourself in a line or something like that, and in the end you would save all the clips and the game would make an automatic skate video part when you've completed that. But let's just move on to pro skaters and characters. Number 37 is bring back the skaters that were in all 3 games. So there were some pro skaters that were only in 1 or 2 games, I think. People like Paul Rodriguez, Mark Gonzalez in Skate 1, Mark Johnson in Skate 2. I would really love everyone that's ever been in an EA Skate game to come back, just to really go full circle. Number 38 is add new skaters from the current generation, and I think we are already doing that, as far as I can tell from the little teaser. Number 39 is every pro has their own style motion capped, and I know this is probably going to take a while and we might not see it, but it would be awesome. Kind of like how Mark Gonzalez had his own kickflip. Number 40, and this is also kind of confirmed already, I think, female pro skaters. Moving on to the next category, custom parks, and number 41 is we need 60 FPS. Come on. I mean, on PlayStation 3, the custom parks were going all the way down to 10 FPS, I kind of feel like. Number 42, more objects. And maybe not having half of them being DLC. Number 43 is unlimited merging. You could of course do the merge glitch, but this was kind of annoying. Let's just make it unlimited from the start, or at least be able to put more than 3 or 4 items inside each other. Number 44 is more environmental settings around the custom park, so not only having downtown and whatever the others were. Number 44 is more styles and colors, especially the colors. Let's just have more freedom over that, because sometimes you would choose a color for something and it wouldn't even do much. And the final category is online, which I'm honestly not too familiar with. I've of course played some online, especially on stream with you guys. But number 46 is bigger lobbies, more people being able to play together. Number 47 is more challenge modes. And I would love to know what kind of modes you think would be interesting down there in the comment section, so let me know. Number 48 is a search bar for maps, and I guess this could also go into custom parks category, right? But still, like, finding a specific map in Skate 3 was impossible unless you were friends with the person or knew their team. We should be able to just search by name or category and so on. Number 49 is crossplay, which I think would be awesome for everyone to be able to play together on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and maybe even the Switch. We all need to come together here. And number 50, and probably the biggest one for me, is to be able to create custom challenges that you can share. So imagine you're able to make a really realistic map or park with no merge limit, and it's just looking absolutely amazing, and you could make challenges. So you could make some tricks to do on the handrail, maybe do a line hitting that spot. I just think with that we could keep this game alive forever. And yeah guys, that is my list of 50 things I think we need in an upcoming Skate 4. Some of them inspired a bit by your suggestions in my Discord. If you liked the video, give this a thumbs up and remember to subscribe and hit the bell for future videos here on the channel. I hope you all are as excited for the next Skate game as I am. And then there's nothing else to say, but thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, I hope you guys will have it good, and peace out.